Hello everyone. In our previous classes we have learnt about the Euclid's division lemma, division algorithm, and also in the same exercise, in exercise 1.2 we have learned about solving of LCM and finding out the HCF of the given numbers. Even for bigger numbers we can find the HCF by using Euclid's division lemma. Okay, now in this today's class we shall learn about the remaining problems. We shall solve the remaining problems of exercise 1.2. Okay, here we have seen the question is check whether 6 and can end with the digit 0 for any natural number. So the most important rule of about 6 is it's just like a trick. Any number, if you take 6 to the power of anything, whether it can be living 0, okay, 6 to the power of 0 can be 1, from 6 to the 1 to 6 to the power of anything, when x is a natural, like n is a natural number, it always ends with 6. Okay, this is a simple trick, like 6 6 are 36, 36 6 are again 6 6 you are multiplying, so it will be 36. Definitely in unit digits the number will be 6. Okay, very important point to be remember. So here you have to check whether 6 to the power of n, 6 to the power n can end with 0. Okay, given number is equal to what? 6 to the power of n, where 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Okay, 6 is a composite number. Other than 6 and 1, it has factors 2 and 3. So 6 can be written as 2 into 3 to the power of n. Okay, now the prime factors here are 2 and 3 only. Now the prime factors of 6 are 2 and 3. Okay, to end with 0, 6 should have 5 and 2 as its prime factors. So here, any number to end with the 0, it should have the prime factors 5 and 2. 2 into 5 as its prime factors to end the number with 0. Therefore, 6 to the power of n cannot be written in cannot be end with 0. Okay, this is third problem. Now fourth question. Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. They are asking why the whole sum of product of the given numbers is a composite number. So we all know that according to our division theorem of algorithm, it is given that all the composite numbers can be written as the product of its prime factors. Okay, let us say like this. Okay, this is the product of all the prime numbers. That means it can be what it is it is a composite number, and this is the product of all prime numbers here. 6 can be written as 2 into 3 composite numbers, 4 can be written as 2 into 2 composite prime numbers. Therefore, this is also a composite number, but plus 13 and plus 5 are added on for that. Okay, we have to check whether the given numbers are composite numbers or not. Okay, given numbers are what? 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 1 plus 5 is equals to our composite numbers. Now, you can see like in this 13 is common. Okay, so I am taking 13 as common. 13 outside I have taken, and 7 into 11, this will be 1 again plus 1. Okay, 13, this whole can be written as 13 into 7 into 11 plus 1. And in this I have got 2 5s, so I am taking 5 as common. 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 plus into 1 plus 1. Okay, now whatever is in the bracket, let us assume with any digit, so that it will be easier for us to solve it. Okay, I have taken it as L and I have taken it as M. Okay, you can take on your wish. Okay, now this can be written as 13L and 5M. Okay, according to this, this is like 77 plus 1, that is 78, and the product of this is 1008 plus 1 is 1009 into 5. Okay, just in simple, this is 78, right? 78 into 13. No need to solve everything. This is what? 3 8s are 24. The last digit of the product of 78 and 13 is ending with 4, which is an even number, hence it is a composite number. Okay, and here 1009 into 5. Okay, 5 9s are 45. Any number which is ending with 5 or 0 can be a composite number because it is exactly divisible by 5. Hence, the two numbers are composite numbers. As the given numbers can be written as a product of two numbers, they are composite numbers. Now, this is one prime number, and this can be another number. Like the numbers are written in the form of products of two numbers, hence they are the composite numbers. Now, fifth one, how will you show that 17 into 11 into 2 plus 17 into 11 into 5 is a composite number? Explain. Okay. Now, what are the given numbers? 17 into 11 into 2 plus 17 into 11 into 5. Here, in both the cases, 17 into 11 is common. What are remain? 2 plus 5. So, 17 into 11 and 2 plus 5. So, here also it's a product of both prime numbers. Like we can simply say like 17 into 11 into 2 plus 5 is 7. Product of all the prime numbers. Therefore, any composite number is a product of all the prime factors. Therefore, it is a composite number. Now, what is the last digit of 6 to the power of 100? In the third problem itself, we have seen like any number, okay, any 6 to the power of any natural number is will end with the number 6, digit 6. Its unit place will always ends with 6. Okay, we know that 6 to the power of 1 is 6. When n is a natural number, don't forget this. Okay. 6 to the power of 1 is 6. 6 square is equals to 6 into 6. That is 36. Again 6 cube is equals to 6 into 6 into 6. That is 36 into 6 is equals to 216. And again 6 into 6 into 6 into 6. 36 to the power of 4 is equals to also 36. Sorry, 6. It ends with 6 because 36 into 36, 6, 6 again 36. So it goes on every time whenever you take 6 to the power of something where that something should be a natural number, it definitely ends with the n. Okay. Therefore, we can say that 6 to the power of n for any positive integer n ends is 6. Okay. Any natural number, positive integer. Okay. On not 0. From 1 to any positive integer, 6 to the power of n. Okay. Ends with 6. Okay, that's all for today's class. We shall see the remaining next theorems in the next class. Thank you.